Hello and welcome to another Midnight Technician recap. And in today's recap, we're going to be looking at how we moved the website into the project as a new module. We're going to be adding in some ticket view, some history view, as well as a way for seeing devices history as well. We're going to be dropping some helpful tips and tricks throughout the video, so stick around and find out some helpful uses for IntelliJ. And as always, if you've got that full cup of coffee, let's dive on in. All right, so as you can see here, I stuck the website in as I mentioned. So we're gonna jump into resources, templates, dashboards, customer. We got a ticket view already, so they can view just their straight up ticket. Um, we have their actual dashboard, but now we want to make a way where they can view a ticket history. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna copy the ticket view, make this into a ticket history view, I suppose. Um, yeah, we'll add it. Now in here, service ticket details. All right, so just we're just gonna delete that and that. Okay, welcome header, welcome back. Oh yeah, okay, we want that. Actually, why is this header, if I remember correctly, is massive compared to the. Let's look at the dashboard. Yeah, huge, huge. All right. So I want to be able to come in here and I want to be able to add, so they're into the customer dashboard. Hmm. Yeah, that puts them basically touching. It's not exactly what I wanted to. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do for now, and then I gotta add that, and then I gotta add that controller into our dashboard controller. Do I have a way to get all tickets? Now I gotta make a call to the ticketing service. So I need a way to grab all the history for a customer. So I'm gonna just duplicate this. Um, for those of you that wonder how I do that, that is just highlight everything and press Control D. IntelliJ makes it simple. One way or the other, it's going to be something, or it's going to be an empty list. So now the ticket history, and this needs to go to ticketing. What are you, 81? 81. Okay. Okay, so ticketing, customer. This is ticketing tickets. So this was tickets, customer history, and then tack on the email. Customer history, email, boom, 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 boom. There we go. So now this should return the history. So now we can come down to our model view and we can stick that into the ticket history so that we can pop into here, and here we'll be able to um, do a quick little if check to see um, if the customer is, or if the customer's device history. Yeah, sure, we'll stick a header in there. Sure, why not? Um, if the customer's device history is empty, we're just going to simply say, nothing to see, no history. Otherwise, we're going to generate a list of tickets, very much like we do in the um, and honestly, I'm probably going to just reuse that div. So we want to come out and make a div here and just say um, time leaf unless, or sorry, time leaf if. Look at that, it even knows what we're doing. Um, this is really dashboard controller. Oh, ticket history is what I called it. If you name it right, it doesn't underline and squiggle. So if this is empty, um, then we just simply want to say that there are no tickets found. Good job, autocomplete. So now I want to come down here, and now I want to do another div to say that if these are not empty, then we want to go ahead and we want to populate some data here. So what I'm going to do here, make this bigger so I can see stuff. I'm going to take a look at the customer tickets. And I'm basically going to copy and paste this stuff. Like literally. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to, because so long as we're not doing any if da 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 da, da, then we're going to go over each one and do this. So yeah, I'm just going to copy paste this into here. And we're going to say ticket history, which means I can technically get rid of up there. Okay, so hold on. Minimize, bitch! All right, so I'm gonna take this and lift it out to here, and then I don't need this because I'm already checking. So if the list is not empty, oh, so exclamation lists is empty. So TimeLeaf provides some helpful utilities, you can say. So you can do things like checking lists. I can compare strings with the strings with the hashtag strings, and other elements like that as well. So in here, I'm looking to say, so if this is not empty, then I want to loop over each of the ticket histories. So this is basically saying for each ticket inside of ticket history, do something. And so in here, we're going to say, all right, if the ticket is pending, we're going to list it out here as pending. If it's in progress, we'll do this. If it's open, we'll do this. And this is just going to print out all of their ticket history. All right. So the view history, if I click this, it does take me to a history. Um, I don't, interesting. And if I view details, some of these are open. Why are they all open? I do want closed tickets too. Interesting. It still only has 6. But if I'm on my dashboard, I still have the same 6. But they're listed right. I don't know why that is. I'll have to dig into that later on. So, interestingly, now we've got a way to view our ticket history. Rerun this in debug mode so I can stick a... So I'm curious to if that is all of my history, like all of my tickets, because I could have sworn I've technically have closed tickets and theoretically all 9 of these tickets are technically associated with me. Yeah, they're all associated to customer ID me. So let's go to here. Let's go to ticketing. And we're going to look for ticket history get. And we are just simply going to pass in the email. Okay, so now if I was to run this, yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So if I hit up that endpoint, I do indeed, and this is also why I wanted to put this in one project, guys, because if you're not using IntelliJ, you're doing something wrong with your Spring Boot development. So this allows me to just middle mouse click or even shift or control click on the mapping here. And I can just right click or middle mouse click and I can see, okay, this is where it's being declared in the ticketing controller, but this dashboard controller is where it's being used. So this allows me to pop over here and be like, all right, cool. So what up? So the idea here that I'm going to do is I'm going to slap a breakpoint on here so that I can debug when I load up my page and we try to go to localhost into here and we pick our email, we log in and I click on view history. I want it to break because I wanted to see the size of the ticket history, which is indeed 9, as you can see down here in my debug view. So I've got 0 through 8, and these are all the tickets. So I do indeed have 9 tickets that I'm passing into the view to the model. So when I come to the web page, I expect to see 9, but 6 is not equal to 9, at least not in my math. So, and plus these are all just open. So, where in my ticket view, there's apparently not, like, okay. So, let me scroll through these. This one is closed. Okay, so we actually don't have anything for closed. So that takes care of 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so there's my missing 3, is the fact that they are closed, and I'm not taking into account closed tickets. So let's duplicate this guy, check for closed, and status review. Oh, yeah, because it's under review. So this one's going to need to be changed up to status closed. Um, so if we pop into here, we can see where we have um, the different colors here. So if it's pending, if it's in progress, if it's under review. So now we're going to duplicate this for closed. And I want this one to be red, I think, or maybe green. Might try green. 'Cause if it's closed, it should be in theory good. Um, hmm. Yeah, okay. We'll try that. Let's give it another. Let's give her another rerun. Jump back up to here. Log in. Click the login button. Hop in here, go into a view history, and there we go. Now we've got some closed ones and we've got some open ones, and all right. So now I need to go back into this is review. So this should be closed. So now I'm going to copy that guy. Ticket history review. So that's open. This is going to be that. Okay, so let's try to rerun this again. There we go. That's better. So now some of these are closed and some of these are open. My next thing to do here is to this here. This has a little cool little bubble looking thing around it for the background of it. So I want to do the same thing for closed. Okay, so ticket view history. There we go. That looks a little better. So now I can see which ones are closed, which ones are open. We'll have some ones that are in progress as well, and yada, yada, yada. But now this gives the customer a way to view the history of their service tickets. So back on the dashboard, the next thing I wanted to do was be able to come down here and click on one of these and basically go to a similar um, view like this, except to view the devices that are or the tickets that are tied to whatever device, and give a little bit of information up top about said device. Hmm. Get customer ticket history for device. So this is going to go to the user's device, and it's going to reach out to a backend that I haven't created yet. Um, it's pretty much going to be the same thing as this, except it's going to be changed to device, and I want to change this to get all. Yeah, so okay, so now if we rerun our ticketing service just to do it and have that done with, get out of there. So now I can go back to going back to the dashboard controller. If I go to this device, that should take me here. I got two things for history. Wow. This is supposed to be device. Glad I noticed that. Technically, I would have noticed it here. And this one's going to tell me it's ambiguous. So we'll rerun ticketing now that I've fixed the ambiguous mapping. And now if I go here in middle mouse, it'll take me to the proper thing. So now I know it's going to be good. All right. So now this is going to ticket history view. So now oh, I need to go back into the resources, into the templates. This customer oh, this guy, where are we at? So this one here, I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to change this from history view to device view, ticket device. So dashboard controller, customer ticket history. Oh yeah, I'm not actually pulling in the actual individual device. So I should probably pull in the device. So I want these to remain this size, but I want them to be clickable to go to the dashboard. And that was it. If you like that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. It helps us reach other developers. If you want to check out the rest of the live streams, you can do so here. You want to check out more recaps, those are on here, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, keep your curiosity open, your skills sharp, and that coffee cup full. I'll catch you in the next one.